Have you ever pondered on the power of a unified voice? How about the Deaf President Now movement? In the heart of 1988, a profound event unfolded at Gallaudet University, the world's only higher education institution in which all programs and services are specifically designed to accommodate deaf and hard of hearing students. This was no ordinary protest. It was a movement, a demand for change, for recognition, for respect. A week-long protest that shook the world and rewrote history. Before we delve into the movement, let's understand the climate leading up to it. Picture this. It's the late 1980s and the deaf community is alive and vibrant, yet largely underrepresented, especially in positions of leadership. This underrepresentation was particularly glaring at Gallaudet University, a beacon for the deaf community, yet ironically led by those who could hear. Despite the wealth of qualified deaf individuals, the university had never seen a deaf president at its helm. Now imagine the collective gasp when a hearing president was appointed yet again, a glaring reminder of the glass ceiling that seemed impenetrable. This appointment was the spark that ignited the protest. It wasn't just about one man's appointment, it was a symbol of a system that seemed determined to keep the deaf community in the shadows. And so, the stage was set for a revolution. The protest began, a unified demand echoing across the campus. "We want a deaf president now!" The call was clear, the resolve unyielding. Students, faculty, and alumni of Gallaudet University came together in a show of solidarity that was nothing short of inspiring. March 6th, the day the protest commenced, is a date forever etched in the annals of deaf history. The university's gates were shut, not to be opened until their voices were heard, their demands met. The students had 4 specific demands. First and foremost, they wanted a deaf president to lead the university. Second, they insisted on a majority of deaf members on the board of trustees. Third, there must be no reprisals against any student or employee involved in the protest. And finally, they wanted the resignation of Jane Spillman, the chair of the board who had remarked that deaf people were not ready to function in a hearing world. This was more than just a protest, it was a movement, a revolution. It was about challenging perceptions, breaking barriers, and claiming their rightful place in society. The power of this protest was in its unity, the shared resolve of a community refusing to be marginalized and demanding to be seen, heard, and respected. The world watched, captivated, as the deaf community stood firm for their rights. The perseverance paid off, and the victory was monumental. A new chapter began in Gallaudet University's history with the appointment of I. King Jordan, the first deaf president. This was not just a triumph for the university, but a victory for the deaf community worldwide, a testament to their resilience and determination. This appointment was not merely symbolic, it brought about a profound shift in the university's dynamics. The university, which was once governed by the hearing, was now led by one of their own. This was not just about representation, it was about empowerment. Under Jordan's leadership, the university experienced a renaissance. The echo of this victory resonated beyond the university walls and impacted the deaf community globally. It challenged the preconceptions about the deaf, redefining what was thought possible. In the end, this triumph was not just about having a deaf president. It was about shifting paradigms and challenging the status quo. A deaf president was just the beginning. The deaf president. Now movement did more than just change the leadership at Gallaudet University. It triggered a monumental societal shift, challenging long-standing perceptions and breaking barriers. The movement didn't just resonate within the university, but echoed across the globe, sparking a newfound recognition of the capabilities and potential of deaf individuals. In its wake, a cultural revolution was set in motion. Today, we see an increased representation of deaf individuals in positions of leadership. Not just in educational institutions, but in all walks of life. The deaf community, once marginalized, now stands at the forefront, inspiring change and advocating for equality. The movement became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of collective action. It shattered the glass ceiling, proving that being deaf is not a limitation, but a unique perspective. The change in the perception of deaf capabilities was phenomenal, empowering the deaf community to strive for more. A movement that started at Gallaudet University resonated worldwide, forever changing deaf culture.